So here's an idea. You facilitate a plan between local government, local religious leaders, churches, and local distributors and sellers of aquaponic and hydroponic features. And it goes something like this. You say, hey, that crap land just outside of town that nobody wants, and you're trying to figure out what to do with, and you want to industrialize or whatever, put a 10-year bond on it and supply industrial irrigation out there and extend one city bus route to go out, however far, and offer tracts of that land to all the different religious bodies, all the different churches, and say it's yours for 10 years. We still got to work out the water, okay, but now you have all these churches that have this land that's theirs to use for 10 years, no questions asked. There might be stipulations about, well, who can work on it and who can live on it, and and sell a produce and all that. We'd work it out, okay? This is just brainstorming. But so now you have the government going, hey, we got this miles and miles and hundreds of acres of land out here that we can't do nothing with, that we'd really like it if something happened to it. And you got all these churches now going, hey, everybody, check this out. The government just gave us like 10 acres out in the middle of nowhere with water attached to it, said we can grow whatever we want on it. We just got to give the land back in 10 years, but we can grow food for our congregation, and we can grow food for charity, or we can just grow flowers or whatever. And so that's the first half of the plan. So the second half of the plan is now you got all these people going that sell aquaponic features, hydroponic features, that are into permaculture, that are into homesteading, that are into earthships, all standing by, right? And the second that this deal transpires, they all go, hey, religious groups, hey, churches, we have all kinds of options and classes and products and services that we would be very interested in contributing to a nice religious affiliation like yourself on this land that's just begging to be transformed. And then the other part is, where would you start a haven for children better than that? Okay, now you have all the religious groups coming out there, visiting out there. They got their body selected member coming out there and taking care of their little farm, right? And then they have little stalls, or maybe you start to see bunkhouses, right? Because where are these kids coming from? They're not wandering off the street. They're coming from, orphanages or churches that find kids that, oh, this kid needs help. And now these kids are learning about agriculture and farming and all the new tech, aquaponic shit. And they're monitored, supervised by whichever religious body brought them out there. And then you're promoting harmony amongst, farmland and religious workers, and under the umbrella of the government, right? Because they're going to get their money back after the 10 years is up. And you're doing this all in a place where kids can learn from it and benefit from it. More to follow.